Bitches, I don't got bitches no more like that. But I'm talking about, I had bitches. Bitch gotta be 62 right now. Gotta be at least 62, 63. Cause I was born to know when I was 20 and she was 30-something. You know, I'm 49 now, so I'm sitting there thinking about the age, and it's like, she be sending me these truck videos and shit, and I be like, yo.
And she recalls her relationship with NBA player Malik Beasley. And for those who are watching, we had a real throwback episode where we talked about this when it initially started. He played on the same team as her son, Scottie Pippen Jr. She admitted her relationship with Malik was a mistake and blames it on COVID brain. She said, that was a mistake, but I had COVID brain. I was stuck in my house. I hadn't gone anywhere. He was there and he was on me like, let me come see you. And I thought, okay, come see me. So, Mase, have you ever had COVID brain? And then what did you think of her thought process?
Pause on the COVID brain. That sounds crazy. I don't know. What is COVID brain? You've been in the house too long, so you...
She explains it as, you know, when you just start doing things.
Cam, you answer that.
She was giving COVID brain. That's what she was doing. That's exactly what she was doing. So why you fuck with Michael Jordan's son? Why you keep going around just scouting basketball players for years, man? You know, Scottie Pippen's your baby father. You know, to me, it's more embarrassing as a mother. Your son is in the NBA, and you was actually on the team. He was on the team with a player that you was fucking. It's embarrassing, yo, as a mother. And then these comments it just goes to show you're not that bright. You know, even if, you know, just say it. Look, my thing is this, right?
It is embarrassing. I'll go with that statement.
You don't gotta agree. I know you can't agree with all the shit publicly I do, mother. She doesn't appear to be that bright to say that. It doesn't. I'm not talking about a nigga mother. I'm talking about somebody who says this.
No, but it is embarrassing if it's like coming to your job and having sex with niggas at your job.
Exactly. And it's your mother. It's like this, like B. Oh, you know, niggas listening to Sukihana and all them and thinking it's all good to be living this lifestyle. Sometimes you're a little too old for that. I think the music plays a part into it too.
I think so too.
Because these bitches be, you know what it is? I don't got bitches no more like that. But I'm talking about, I had bitches. Bitch gotta be 62 right now. Gotta be at least 62, 63. Cause I was born to know when I was 20 and she was 30-something. You know, I'm 49 now, so I'm sitting there thinking about the age, and it's like, she be sending me these truck videos and shit, and I be like, yo, I think I'm
working at 62.
I got a video. you know I keep the files, nigga. And it be like, yo, you know, when you was younger in the 90s, and the internet, it's all internet, it's like, it was frowned upon to be a hoe.
Yeah.
And they were secret hoes or they couldn't be the hoes that they wanted, and now it's not cool to, you know, I'm using the word hoe, but that's not what they would use. Influencer.
That's different, but I see where you're going.
Twerker, like, you know. This is the words they use nowadays.
Model.
Yeah, IG model. These are the new words. Pardon me if I'm still using the 90s hoe words. Y'all are influencers now. and everything else y'all doing.
And Instagram models.
And Instagram models. So they seeing this and they like, yo, man, me and my girls could have turned up like this in 92. And now they feel like they miss out on it. And now, to be totally honest with you, older women are looking better than they look when they, so let's say, for instance, a 45-year-old woman today looks better than a 45-year-old woman in 94 because of nutrition. We're learning how to take care of bodies. We're learning how to to get better sleep. And the doctors. You gotta get the doctors in there. Let's not forget about the doctor in Miami cutting your rib, yank your rib out, getting the hair removed from your lips and all type of shit. You're looking better. You know what I'm saying? So now they like, yo, I could twerk 62 and all that. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of females, Larsa Pippen and them, don't even.
You always say Larissa, but it's okay.
It's Larsa. I don't really care. That's why. I've been mad when I might mispronounce Mike Tomlin or something.
That's fine.
Scottie Pippen baby mother. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
People like that don't even realize they're doing anything wrong dating your son's teammate or dating Michael Jordan's son, your baby father's teammate's son that you watch grow up.
Yeah.
And now you blame it on COVID brain. What I will do is this. I'll give her this. COVID was rough, man. You had to pick somebody and stay with them. I had 2 during COVID. And I'll give you COVID brain. I won't pause. I won't say that's what I had, but I was like, damn, I'm stuck with this after about 3 weeks. Because you can't risk it. People are dying. People's dying. Can't just be sleeping with everybody during the COVID, man. So if you chose him during the COVID, that was your choice. I get it, but that was your choice. We all had choices to make.
Yeah, just think about if it was the other way around, right? Let's say it was a ladies basketball team and a dad came in there and he was smashing his daughter's friend on the team.
Right.
How would the ladies look at that stat?
100% correct.
It's crazy all the way around.
No, but it would be crazier.
I can't even
It would be crazier if you had a younger daughter, she's on a team, but then her friend like you, she thinks you're good to go.
Yeah, you would be all type of suckers.
Yeah.
Pause. Word.
Pedophiles, all that.
Yeah, 100% correct. How old is she? You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, man.
It is crazy, and that is that. I don't know. That was her reasoning. COVID brain. That's that.
You know
COVID
what?
brain is just AKA I still got it.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, it's like you know why? It's the lack of awareness. To say you lost your hoism, like Dre, like yo.
Yeah.
Nah, I think the wholeness wears off after like 7 years, so I'm not a hoe anymore. And you might not be a hoe no more, and I'm not talking about Dre specifically, but to make the comment is like, it isn't the chicken pie. It isn't like you go take a pill and you get rid of the hoism. You know, when you say the comment, sometimes just be like, yo, this is what we got good. This is what we got to look forward to. Next generation, man, or society or whatever. It's bad. Last thing before we leave.
Why didn't you jump in for her? You normally protect the women.
Yeah, man.
What am I protecting?
Yeah.
What am I'm not a stand for that.
I sent you Hoga.
I'm literally not a stand for that. That's her.
Let me ask you one thing off the topic real quick. Because I know we got to wrap. I was watching the P. Diddy trial. Some nigga named The Punisher came in there yesterday. Was he running around Bad Boy back in the days, murder? A nigga named The Punisher. Who was The Punisher? Was he security inside back in the Who's The Punisher? The male prostitute.
Yeah, I never met him.
I ain't know if that was somebody changing their identity up. Nigga Bentley or one of them niggas say you ain't Mr. Bentley no more, you The Punisher. I ain't mean to bear off.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was super wild.
Yeah.
I guess this is what B said. You don't really know niggas.
Yeah, you don't know
never
niggas.
Really know niggas.
Ooh, child. Well, y'all, that is all the time that we have for today.
The more you know.
No, literally. Perfect segue. Thank y'all for watching. And as always,
Buckle up, because this story dives headfirst into one of the most chaotic celebrity feuds the internet has seen in years. It connects two legendary Harlem hip-hop figures with one of reality television's most talked-about stars, and trust me, you won't believe where this ends. Today, we're unpacking why Mase and Cameron publicly called out Larsa Pippen, what pushed them to speak up, and how social media instantly erupted with reactions from every corner. But before we get into all the controversy, we need to rewind, because the backstory is every bit as shocking as the drama that followed. Once you understand everything that happened beforehand, the entire situation starts falling into place. Let's start with Larsa Pippen. If you've heard her name before, it's because she was once married to NBA legend Scottie Pippen, a player widely regarded as one of the greatest forwards to ever play the game. Scottie cemented his legacy alongside Michael Jordan during the unforgettable Chicago Bulls dynasty that ruled the NBA for years. 6 championships, legendary performances, an era basketball fans still celebrate to this day. Through much of that incredible run, Larsa stood beside Scottie every step of the way. The pair married in 1997, but after more than 2 decades together, their relationship officially ended when their divorce was finalized toward the end of 2021. Instead of fading away from public attention, Larsa embraced an even bigger spotlight. She became one of the breakout personalities on The Real Housewives of Miami, continued growing her personal brand, stayed highly active on social media, and remained at the center of celebrity conversations. Confident, stylish, and completely unapologetic, she showed everyone she was determined to live life her own way, no matter what critics had to say. Then 2023 arrived, and that's when everything shifted. Larsa confirmed she was in a relationship with Marcus Jordan, and almost instantly, the entertainment and sports worlds couldn't stop talking. Now pause for a moment, because Marcus Jordan isn't just another famous name. He's the son of Michael Jordan. Yes, that Michael Jordan, the same NBA icon who won championship after championship alongside Scottie Pippen during the Bulls' historic run. The same teammate who helped create one of the greatest duos basketball has ever witnessed. Suddenly, Scottie Pippen's former wife was dating the son of his longtime teammate, and you already know the internet had plenty to say about it. The romance quickly became one of the biggest trending topics across social media. Fans zeroed in on the age gap, with Larsa at 49 and Marcus at 33, a 16-year difference that kept fueling debate after debate. But the age difference wasn't even the biggest surprise. The complicated connection between both families made the relationship even more intriguing, especially since Larsa's children had known Marcus for years. Her son, Scottie Pippen Jr., is only about 10 years younger than Marcus, making the entire family situation feel even more unexpected. It was the kind of celebrity story that seemed guaranteed to dominate conversations from every angle. Even with non-stop criticism, Larsa and Marcus didn't seem interested in backing down. They officially revealed their relationship in early 2023, attended public events, posted photos online, and appeared completely comfortable letting the world know they were together. One of Larsa's early social media captions even included the phrase "checks over stripes," which many people interpreted as a playful reference to of making a breakup feel official. Then, Larsa shared an Instagram story that immediately sent social media into detective mode. The post featured a quote explaining that the person you choose as your partner shapes your peace, happiness, mental well-being, your family's future, and almost every major part of your life, before ending with a reminder to choose wisely. And that's when the conversation exploded even further. Almost instantly, people online began wondering whether Larsa was trying to present herself as the victim after willingly stepping into a relationship that many believed was surrounded by obvious complications from the start. Critics argued that she seemed to overlook the role she played in a romance that was practically guaranteed to spark controversy. Among the biggest personalities to jump into the debate were Mase and Cameron. If you've never checked out their hit podcast, It Is What It Is, this moment perfectly explains why the show has become such a huge talking point. After putting years of personal issues behind them, the two Harlem icons reunited to create a sports and culture podcast built on humor, honesty, and completely unfiltered opinions. Their chemistry is undeniable. They don't censor themselves, and whenever something grabs their attention, they say exactly what's on their minds, and this situation was no different. Fans have fully bought into the chemistry between Mase and Cameron, turning their podcast into the kind of show where both hosts speak freely without worrying about who might get offended. So when news broke that Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan had gone their separate ways, followed by Larsa posting cryptic Instagram messages that many people viewed as painting herself as the victim, they had plenty to say. And you won't believe how direct they were. The discussion quickly turned into one of the podcast's biggest viral moments. Mase kicked things off, and within seconds, it was obvious he wasn't about to hold back. He admitted he probably wasn't the most compassionate person to comment on the situation, even laughing as he called himself super insensitive, making it seem like he might take it easy. But that restraint disappeared almost immediately. Instead, he delivered a passionate breakdown that had viewers replaying the clip again and again. He questioned how Larsa could post messages about making smarter relationship decisions after willingly entering a relationship with someone 16 years younger, only to later suggest she had been treated unfairly when everything fell apart. His argument was straightforward but pointed. You were the older and more experienced person in that relationship. If you knowingly chose to date someone significantly younger, whose father also happened to be your ex-husband's legendary teammate and longtime friend, then acting shocked after the relationship ended wasn't going to convince everyone. According to Mase, every decision started with her. She chose the relationship. She knew exactly what came with it. And in his opinion, that meant taking accountability instead of posting vague messages after the breakup. Then came the comment that instantly took over social media. Looking directly into the camera, Mase joked that Larsa was Scottie Pippen's former wife, had managed to create issues with both the Pippen and Jordan families, and even laughed that there probably wasn't much of a future left for her in Chicago. He also compared Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan to Batman
and Robin before humorously calling Marcus Baby Batman, a line that had the internet laughing while making his criticism impossible to miss. The comparison painted Larsa as someone who had managed to end up in conflict with nearly every major name connected to one of the greatest basketball dynasties ever assembled. It was humorous, dramatic, and incredibly blunt all at the same time. But Mase wasn't finished yet. He argued that Larsa appeared unwilling to acknowledge the part she played in creating such a complicated situation, saying she couldn't suddenly present herself as the victim after making such a public and controversial choice. He also brought up reports surrounding her divorce settlement with Scottie Pippen before noting that she had once again found herself making headlines, this time involving the Jordan family. Then he delivered another remark that immediately took over online discussions. He basically said Larsa wasn't 21 anymore, wasn't Lori Harvey, and needed someone close enough to give her honest advice before the entire situation became embarrassing for her children. That comment hit especially hard because Lori Harvey is widely known as a young socialite with a long list of high-profile relationships. Mase's point wasn't really aimed at Lori, it was that Larsa was living in a completely different chapter of life, with grown children and deep connections to two legendary basketball families, so the public reaction shouldn't have been surprising. Whether viewers agreed with him or completely disagreed, one thing was certain: the internet couldn't stop talking about what he had to say. Most people probably would have taken a break from social media after hearing criticism that intense. Others might have waited for emotions to cool before saying anything publicly. But Larsa Pippen chose a completely different approach. Her response came almost immediately, and even though it wasn't a long statement, it still grabbed everyone's attention. Under a Hollywood Unlocked post highlighting Mase's comments, she simply replied with a series of clown emojis. No detailed explanation, no direct response, just emojis that many people interpreted as her publicly calling Mase a clown in front of millions of viewers. And that's the moment Cameron decided to jump into the conversation himself. On the very next episode of It Is What It Is, Cameron wasted no time defending his co-host with the same unfiltered energy fans have come to expect. Right away, he questioned what he believed was the contradiction behind Larsa's reaction. His point was simple: how could someone involved in what he described as a circus turn around and call someone else a clown? He pointed to her career in reality television, mentioning her appearances across the Housewives franchise, while questioning why she felt comfortable disrespecting someone who had earned decades of credibility in hip-hop. Cam also argued that much of her public recognition came from reality TV and her marriage to Scottie Pippen, making those clown emojis seem especially ironic from his perspective. Then he shifted the conversation back to the relationship itself. He reminded listeners that Marcus Jordan's father had spent years winning championships alongside Scottie Pippen, meaning the two families had been connected for decades. He even suggested Marcus was almost like extended family because of that history, saying he couldn't understand why Larsa chose to pursue the relationship knowing everything that came before it. His blunt observation that she had watched Marcus grow up quickly became one of the episode's biggest viral moments. He pushed the criticism even further by comparing the public optics of the relationship to the controversial Woody Allen situation, making it crystal clear how uncomfortable he believed everything looked from the outside. Cameron also circled back to Mase's earlier comparison involving Lori Harvey and doubled down with even stronger criticism. He argued there was no reason for Larsa to label Mase a clown, while from his perspective, creating plenty of drama herself, adding that she was nearing 50 and wasn't Lori Harvey. Those comments spread across social media at lightning speed. Podcast clips took over timelines, and thousands of users repeated Cameron's remarks while arguing over whether he had crossed the line or simply said out loud what many people were already thinking. Then the story took another unexpected turn. People realized this wasn't even the first time Mase and Cameron had publicly talked about Larsa Pippen. Months earlier, in June 2023, Mase had joked that after dating Marcus Jordan, Larsa might eventually end up with one of LeBron James's sons, a comment that quickly went viral once clips started circulating online. Cameron had also generated controversy before, with remarks involving Scottie Pippen that sparked their own wave of reactions. So by the time February 2024 rolled around, this wasn't some random outburst. It was the newest chapter in a conversation that had been building for months. That's also a huge reason their comments connected with so many viewers. They were voicing opinions that a lot of people had quietly discussed but never publicly said. Underneath the jokes, memes, and viral clips, the real debate became about accountability, public relationships, and whether someone should own the choices they willingly made instead of appearing to shift blame once things fall apart. Many critics felt Larsa's Instagram post positioned her as the victim without fully acknowledging just how complicated the relationship had been from the very beginning. At the same time, it's only fair to remember that Larsa and Marcus are the only two people who truly know what happened behind closed doors. The reality is that nobody outside that relationship knows the exact reason Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan broke up. There may have been private issues the public never saw, and Marcus could have hurt or disappointed her in ways that never made it to social media. Relationships are messy, breakups are emotional, and genuine feelings can exist even when the situation itself is surrounded by controversy. But Mase and Cameron didn't seem focused on declaring a winner or loser. Their bigger argument was about the overall picture. They looked at how the relationship started, how publicly it was showcased, and how Larsa responded after it ended. Then things escalated even more when she answered the criticism with those clown emojis, giving Cameron fresh ammunition to jump right back into the discussion. That reaction only added fuel to an already raging fire. Before long, every new post, comment, and podcast clip created an even bigger wave online, and the story just kept growing. One of the biggest reasons this situation became such a massive story wasn't just the celebrity drama, it was also the stage where it unfolded. It Is What It Is has already built a reputation as the place where Mase and Cameron speak completely freely, without worrying about PR strategies or polished media answers. They don't soften their opinions, they don't avoid uncomfortable topics, they're simply two Harlem legends giving raw, unfiltered takes on sports, entertainment, and whatever else catches their attention. And honestly, that's exactly why audiences keep coming back. So, when all of that attention shifted toward Larsa Pippen, the story instantly became much bigger than just another celebrity breakup. Suddenly, people across the internet started choosing sides. Some argued that Mase and Cameron had gone too far and overlooked Larsa's right to deal with her breakup however she felt was best. Others believed the two rappers simply voiced what countless people had already been thinking but didn't want to say out loud. The debate quickly spilled onto every major social media platform. X was flooded with non-stop
conversations. Instagram comment sections turned into full-blown battlefields. YouTube creators raced to upload reaction videos. Before long, this wasn't just celebrity gossip. It had become one of those viral topics that seemed impossible to escape. Interestingly enough, despite all the headlines, Larsa never put out a lengthy statement or sat down for a major interview to answer the criticism. Those clown emojis remained her main public response, and after that, she appeared to simply move forward. She kept making public appearances, stayed active across social media, and continued with business as usual. In many ways, that's exactly how she's handled public scrutiny throughout the years. Living under a constant spotlight has made criticism nothing new for her, and she seems comfortable letting headlines come and go without feeling the need to explain every detail. But while Larsa moved on, Mase and Cameron's comments had a life of their own. Their podcast clips continued circulating for weeks and even months, becoming the first references people brought up whenever Larsa's name surfaced in entertainment news again. At the same time, It Is What It Is kept gaining momentum, further cementing Mase and Cameron as two of the biggest voices in celebrity and culture commentary. Looking back, this entire situation is a perfect example of how social media can transform a single headline into an endless chain reaction. Larsa and Marcus went public with their relationship, and the internet had something to say. The breakup happened, and the internet reacted all over again. Larsa shared a cryptic message. Mase offered his opinion. Larsa answered with clown emojis. Cameron defended Mase with even stronger remarks. Every new twist created another round of headlines, keeping the story alive much longer than almost anyone expected. That's the reality of today's online culture. One reaction sparks another until the conversation becomes even bigger than the original event. At the end of the day, Larsa Pippen made her own personal choices, fully aware that living in the spotlight comes with constant public opinions. Mase and Cameron have built successful careers by speaking their minds, cracking jokes without hesitation, and refusing to filter their thoughts. Once those two worlds collided, you won't believe how quickly the internet locked in. Whether you think the podcast hosts were too harsh or believe they simply said the uncomfortable truth, one thing is impossible to argue. They delivered their opinions with confidence, humor, and absolutely no hesitation. That's exactly why those clips spread everywhere. In today's social media landscape, every post becomes content, every reaction creates another headline, and every viral moment sets up the next one. So when influential voices like Mase and Cameron jump into a trending controversy, millions of people are guaranteed to pay attention. If you've stayed with me until the end, you're officially a real one. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let everyone know whose side you're taking in this unforgettable celebrity clash.